we are going to Samuel's studio. Let's find out what's behind the door. Let's go. Hi, Samuel.
Maggie.
How are you?
How are you?
Good. Wow.
How's it going? Eddie, come on in.
Wow, that's a big studio.
So this is the main studio, the atelier, as we call it, where you can see this is my workspace. This is where all the action happens. It's probably the most important room in the place. Here are the patterns. Here's the fabrics that I'm working with. I'm working with a knit fabric, like a sweater fabric. I'm doing a lot of sweater dresses. So here's pretty much all my accessories, zippers, buttons, and closures, labels, and everything up here. These are like my stock room of samples I have here. You can come in. So you have here summer tops and summer pants. And here we have some scarves that we made out of the Far East. And we have here some of what's left over the men's long sleeve assorted colored and assorted neckline, basic cotton tops and some jackets and linen pants and shorts. So these are all samples that are left over that we usually sell them off from previous collections. When I have items that are ready to be sewn, I put them in a bundle with a pattern, and these are ready to take to the contractor actually next Tuesday. Come follow me. So over here I have it's my pattern room. This is where all the patterns are. These are bathing suits that I'm working on. I'm attempting to work on, as you could tell. And I said I use metallics including gold, silver, grays, blacks, silver and black mix like this. So it's usually standard, bold features like this. I'll show you the fabric room. So this is my sampling fabrics. So every single fabrics that I use, the entire bolts are in warehouses. Either they're mostly in Montreal, or they hold them for me at the fabric place, and then when I need them, I send the work by email. They send it to the cutters there, and then from the cutters it goes to the sewers. Suiting, a lot of gold, very shiny stuff. These are the current fabrics that I'm cutting, for example. So when I put it here, this is what I'm cutting right now on the table. My office and main fitting room. This also houses the coming spring/summer 17 collection. So we have obviously a lot of nice summer white dresses, beautiful stuff like this. Kind of like a loungy kitchen area where people can have supper, have a drink. I'll be putting a coffee machine here soon. It's kind of like a lounge area, and then over there is where the photography section is down, is where we took the pictures. So this is Catalina Espailat. It took me a while to pronounce her name, but I got it right?
Espailat.
Espailat, sorry, of course. I can say it like her. So she came on board just, a few months ago? Has it been a couple of months?
Last year.
And from
November, the end of November.
Massart?
Yes.
From Massart. And I don't call her an intern because she's definitely not an intern. She's more like an assistant / model, fit model, everything. She works on everything from my website to my tech packs to modeling and doing appearances, and I could not have gotten luckier than ever with her. I'm very lucky to have her on board.
I represent Omega Digital Studios. So right now we're here in Norwood at Samuel Vartan's Collections Studio. As you guys can see, we're doing a little photo shoot here.
How big is your team?
Right now we're about 3, expanding to 4. We're always looking for more help as well too.
We are now shooting that famous copper dress that we saw earlier. And so what we're doing now is with this photo shoot today, We've been photographing these items, particularly for our e-commerce site, and some of them eventually will go for some publicity as well. But mostly it's for our e-commerce site, and if you follow us, you can see what's going on the inside there. So it's very different than doing obviously a location shoot or editorial style, where it's very fast. It's front, side, back, and then it's gone, because these will appear like the way a client wants to look at it. They want to look at the back or the side, and then it's gone. But while we're at it, once in a while we take some glamour pictures, because it's available. The shit's there. So I'm of Armenian origin. It gets complicated, folks, so please. Born in Athens, Greece, then lived in Beirut for a little while, where my father would finish his studies. And family moved to Montreal, where I pretty much grew up all my life since 1968. And eventually moved to Boston in 2003, where I met, at the time, my future wife. And that's the reason why I'm here. And I just find that, I guess, living in all these different places and going back almost every summers is one of the biggest influences for the ideas for the clothing line. The lines are separated in basically two collections. You have fall, winter, and spring, summer. Spring, summer is nicknamed Mediterraneo, hence for my love for the Mediterranean coastal island living and resort lifestyles. And that has obviously strong influences from Greece, but then it goes easily to Spain, Italy, Morocco, Turkey, Lebanon, south of France, pretty much everywhere the Mediterranean waters touch. I've been obsessed with that region of the world. And fall, winter becomes a whole other animal. It's a whole other side of me. It's mostly about my life growing up in the 80s, being in a music group. To put it lightly, it was an alternative rock band, and I guess it was a kind of music that sort of is has strong alternative gothic themes to it too, and that's the reason why you see a lot of the black clothing with the fall, winter, but it has all the very plush fabrics. And it's a much more darker line. We nicknamed it Dark City because of my love for cities that had strong subculture, strong edginess to it. Like cities that I've, like London, Montreal, New York, Prague, Paris, London, and all those cities with a very strong edge to them. And I think growing up in Montreal, we were very much in tune with what was happening, especially out of the street fashion coming out of London. And that is a reflection a lot of the fall winter line. So really the collections are about who I am in these seasons. So when it's fall winter, I like to be as pale as possible, because black always looks better on light skin. And then when summer comes, I like to get tan, get some color, put on my nice sandals and wear my linens, very flowy clothes, very breezy, so the air goes right through. It really feels like you're on vacation. You're in a whole different element. It's a way to enjoy the seasons, I think.
Yeah, I know you've been in this industry for a long time, right? So what do you like about fashion?
I think what I like a lot about fashion is part of the bigger picture, which is style. I've always looked at people's styles and their characteristics, and for me, style is much more interesting, because fashion, if you're just chasing fashion, it's here today and it's gone tomorrow. But a style, a sense of style, like the way you're standing, that's your personal style. That's more interesting. So I use fashion to express a personal sense of style, which is what I really preach, and what I think everyone should work on their own personal sense of style, and because that's what's really gonna last forever. Whereas if we buy the latest trend and it's gone, and next thing you know, it's like, you're just chasing trend and you're not really bringing a voice of your own to, like you can have 10 people wear this and there'll be 10 versions of it, but there's only one person who can wear it like this, and that's Maggie,
Thank you.
So that's what I mean when I've always liked people who had a strong sense of personal style, because it's always much more interesting than a clone, somebody wearing the the latest Chanel, you know, the latest Armani, or the latest, you know, and they're all great designers, but it's about you and who you are, which designers best reflect your style. So when I go to a closet and I see everything, I'm like, okay, we don't know who the person is, but if you see somebody has a particular style, right? So in that case, we'll be minimalist.
So today I'm here with two guys from
Omega Digital Studios.
All right, so tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, we're a collaboration of photographers. There's three of us. We've known each other for many years, and we just needed a home to kind of do our thing. So we got together and created Omega Digital Studios. We're based out of Quincy, Mass. So we're local to the Boston area, and we've got basically just a number of different things that we do. We do everything from weddings, live events, family events, you know, whatever you want to do. My specialty is more into the fashion realm. I do a lot of fashion shows. I do a lot of work with designers like Samuel Vartan, and I just do things like that, model portfolios, things of that nature.
So what kind of fashion shows have you done before?
I've done Samuel Vartan, I've done Joe Maleka, and some other ones I've done, you know, Maven's World, just a number of them. I'm pretty much at all the shows.
I hope you like the little mini tour of Samuel Vartan Studios.
Yeah, thank you so much for
And come by anytime again.